Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheraton Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. It's kind of a damp, dreary Sunday, but we got some exciting stuff going on. Big Mama is in heat. We gave her a dose last night. It was kind of dark when we were out there doing it, so we're going to try to give her another dose this morning. That little red girl that we showed in the past that we never did catch in heat, she was acting like she wanted to come into heat last night. So we're going out, and I'm optimistic. I'm taking 2 doses with me this morning. So we'll see if we can get these girls bred. We got some other chores to do, so hang around with us for a little bit. Let's get some stuff done on the farm and see if we can get a couple of pigs impregnated. Stick around.
Do pigs like peaches?
Do pigs like peaches? Are you kidding me?
Pigs love peaches, don't they?
Pigs love peaches. Especially the more fermented they get. They get them a big belly full of peaches and then they go sleeping off half the day.
So we get some questions from time to time on our freezer, and this is our walk-in. We put this in, it's been about a year ago now. We're getting close to a year. I think it was March that we put this thing in. Right now, and we'll step inside. Right now in this freezer, there are about 200 chickens. Shake your head if I miss something. So there's about 200 chickens, half of a cow, and about 12.5 pigs in this freezer right now. So let's walk inside. We'll just kind of show you what this thing looks like. We had a couple out here at the farm yesterday, and they were asking us about, somebody left the light on. I bet that was me. Oops. They was asking us, how do we calculate for what we eat? And we really don't calculate for what we eat. We just do like this morning. Sondra's gonna go grab us a pack of lamb stew and I think some sausage. We're gonna fix a little bit of breakfast here in a few minutes. But inside, so this side, all of this side over here on the left-hand side is pork. This is all pork. There's some pork standing back there in the back. Right here in the front on the right this is all chicken. And then on the right, the back side back there, that's all beef. And right now it is about 0 degrees, maybe 1 below in here. You don't want to stay in here for long, but I'll give Sondra some kudos. She'll come in here and work for like an hour at a time, organizing, stacking, packing, getting everything ready. And then we keep our coolers in here for our markets. So, you know, we're not doing a market right now, we're doing deliveries, but the coolers are additional storage. Typically what we'll do is we'll come back from a market on Saturday morning, go through the sale list, look at what we sold, and we'll restock the coolers so that next market day we just grab the coolers, throw them on the back of the truck, and we're off and running. So, but anyway, this thing's been great. We've been really able to increase our production and increase our sales just because we were able to keep stock. We still run out of stuff. We run out of pork chops, we run out of pork tenderloin, we run out of bacon, we always run out of steaks anytime we get it. So for the size that this thing is and what it'll store, it has been a huge shot in the arm for our business. So looking forward to what 2021 is going to bring. Sandra says we need to get another one. I'm like, daggone, honey, we got this thing full. So, and a chicken, what are we doing with the chicken? Gonna make the white bean stew. Man, that's a good one. All right, so that's the freezer. Tickled to death with it. For those of you that ask, yes, we do keep a big padlock on it, and there are a couple of cameras on this freezer, so we keep a pretty close eye on it. We know who's in and out of it. So down here on the gilts, this red one right here is the one that we have still not been able to get inseminated. We think she's trying to come into heat. She's starting to get some swelling around her vaginal area, and she had a little bit of discharge last night. She seems to be dry this morning, so hopefully we can get her done in the next day or so. And then the black one, right here in the middle, she had not taken We discovered her in heat the other day. We ordered some semen real quick, showed up the next day. We probably were on the back side of that breeding window, but we were able to get 2 doses into her while she still appeared to be in heat. So hopefully we've gotten her bred. So we got 5 for sure, 1 maybe, and 1 that's not. So yeah, she's really swollen. So hopefully we're getting close on getting all these girls bred. Why do I not have a boar? Don't have a boar that's big enough and old enough to service these girls yet. So we're still in the AI process with them and the AI process with our proven sows up top. So we've got a couple of boarlings in the weaning / training pen. We're gonna get them out. They've still got a little while to go before they're big enough and old enough to be able to do their job. So excited to get them online, but until we get them, we've still got to do the AI process. So that's where we're at. You know, this is just growing the farm. This is getting things kind of up and running, up and started. We decided, you know, about 2.5 months ago, we were going to try to do a little bit of a breeding operation and start raising some piglets. Number 1 is a source of just quality pigs for us, and then number 2 is a potential secondary income stream, because you know, we know how difficult it is to find good quality piglets. We're sure we're not the only ones, so we'd like to eventually be able to offer that as a product from the farm here. So, but you got to get started, and you can't start with, you know, 100 breeding sows. You got to start with what you got. So that's where we're at. They tore that tire off, didn't they? On these tire feeders, this is what I'm gonna help you in just a minute if you'll let me. So this is one of the issues with the tire feeders. It's not a big issue, but these tires will come off. They'll nose and root them off. So we'll just get actually they just tore it out in one spot. Yeah, they just tore one of the bolts loose. So we'll take one of the lag screws out, slide that tire around, reconnect it. It'll be fine. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Love these things.
Everybody likes peaches.
All right, so over here on the weaning pigs, these again are the breeders, and then the ones over there on the right, far side over there, are feeders. It's time to move everybody out of the training pen, and you can see they beat this thing up pretty good. Of course, the rain don't help any, but I got to thinking about it this morning, getting ready to move these guys out, and I've got a small problem. I don't have enough stuff, energizers and fence wire, to move them out. So we got to place an order here today. We're going to get a couple of energizers. We're going to try some solar energizers, big ones, not the small little Gallagher ones. We're going to get some bigger ones, and going to get some more fence wire that we can put on our reels for creating our paddock. So that's kind of dumb on my part for not having everything ready, but we were talking last night about moving these guys out, and I was thinking this morning, okay, where we're going to go, what equipment do we need? And it kind of struck me, I'm out of energizers, so we're going to have to get a little equipment to make this deal work. But that's okay, that's just part of it. All right, so one thing we're going to do today real quick, don't take just a minute, we're going to move the sheep. They've been on this area longer than they should have been, and so we're going to put 3 new sections of the sheep and goat netting up, and we're going to go up this way. And you can see they've worked this over pretty good. There's still a little bit of green, but we want to get them off. We don't want them just taking it all the way down to the top of the soil. And we got some green grass up here, so we're going to put them on that. We've been giving them a bale of hay per day, every other day, plus a little bit of feed, so that seems to be working out pretty good. But Dave and I are going to throw some fence up here and let these girls have some new spot to graze on. So I didn't record any of the footage because y'all don't want to see us stick posts in the ground, but we're going to use this first line right here, which is the upper line from the paddock that the sheep are in now. We're going to use that as the back side of the fence. Then we've taken 3 additional of the 164 foot sheep and goat netting and put that up around really about 3/4 of this lower field. Well, what's left of it, I probably 1/3 of it all together. So we've got netting running all along the side here, around the edge of the trees over there, and then coming back down over here on the left hand side. There is quite a bit of grass in here, so they'll have plenty to munch on. That'll keep them busy for a couple days. I'll just be frank with you, I am not the sheep grazing guru. If you want to learn about grazing sheep from somebody that knows what they're doing, I'd recommend you check out Greg Judy. He runs sheep with his cattle, everyday moves, does a really nice job with those sheep, much better than we do. So again, yeah, I've said it before, I'm not nearly as passionate about sheep as I am about pigs and chickens, but we've got them and they're a good ruminant to have on the farm, so we'll try to treat them as best we can and raise them as best we can. So we're going to open these guys up here in just a second and move them up onto their new paddock. Slick, ain't it? Slick mud. Stuff's awful. All right, we're gonna open them up, let them come across. Come on, sheep. Come on, sheep. All right, so down here at the 2 sows that everybody just got weaned off of, I'll post a link to that video in the description down below. You think she stopped?
She's moving.
Oh, she's
already stopped moving.
She's waiting on us. Yeah. So these are the 2 sows, Big Mama and Little Mama. This is the paddock that they're in. And common question that I get all the time is, how long can I leave pigs on a paddock? And again, that's like asking me, how long is a piece of string? It depends on the number of pigs you got, depends on the size of pigs you got, depends on the paddock size. You know, 5 100-pound pigs on a 1/4 acre will do a different amount of damage in a week than 5 250-pound pigs on the same space. So these girls have been on this, and then also weather contributes to it. These girls have been on this for about a week. Not quite, I don't think it's even 10 days yet. And you can see how much disturbance they've done to this, and part of that is a function of the fact that it's been like a biblical weather event around here for the past couple days. It's just rain and rain and rain. So you can see they've done quite a bit of damage on this, which, you know, I mean, it's fine. This will recover, and we'll probably come back in and overseed this. But again, Big Mama, she's in heat. We just brought feed down, and there she is. She's not interested in eating. She's just standing there waiting on us because she knows that we've got she knows that it's, you know, we're breeding her, and she's prepared for it. So she's standing. Let's get an insemination rod, a little bit of KY, and let's give her a dose of Hurricane. This will be her 3rd dose over the course of about 24 hours. So I think we're probably going to inseminate her, and we should be successful on this. So we'll get the stuff and dose her right quick.
I don't think she needs it. Now you might want to put your leg over her or something. Yeah, that ain't working too good. So Big Mama is a very experienced sow, and she's very receptive to the insemination process. on the first time gilts. You really have to.
I don't mean this crudely, but she's easy.
Yeah, she's easy. On the first time gilts, you have to use that bottle and pulsate it several times to get them to open up and be receptive. But with Big Mama, you just put it in there and she's, well, like he said, she's easy. You getting ready to fall in the mud. And if you do, you can't edit it out. Nope. Maybe I need to try my hand at editing a video so you can't get rid of the evidence.
Like punching you in the mouth?
Yeah, like punching me in the mouth the other day. You made it look like it was a piglet. And she's done.
Voila.
All right, Big Mama.
So I pulled those cards out of those game cameras, and we didn't catch anything. So still no news on what it was that had made those tracks out there in front of the gilts the other night. So I put the cameras back up and put the cards back in and cleaned the cards off. So we'll see what we catch. I don't know, probably a deer. We saw some new tracks yesterday, and I swear I think it's a big bodied deer that's in there moving around and roaming around a little bit that's causing those tracks. Got Big Mama AI'd, so she ended up getting 3 doses. She got 2 doses of a pig called the One, and then another dose of a pig called Hurricane. So pretty excited about that. We've looked at those boars. They look like they're really good looking boars. Big body, they're Berkshires. So we'll see what kind of baby she has here, but I think we were able to get her AI'd. That red pig, I can't figure out why she's not coming back in, but I think she's getting close. We're gonna watch her for a couple days. I've done a video on doing artificial insemination. I'm gonna post a link to that one right there. So if you want to learn a little bit more about AI and how to be successful with that, click on that video and watch it. If you've not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Follow along with us. We got a lot of stuff going on. I know it's winter, but there's always something happening around the farm. But appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks.